Okay, well, this is for the FSU's operating systems class 4610 for the fall of 2012. And what we're going to be doing is giving a breakdown of what a file system is. So first things first, we need to talk about what your hard drive actually is, or what's on it. Your hard drive is actually just a collection of ones and zeros. On the actual disk, the disk itself has no notion of a file or what anything looks like. All it is ones and zeros. So we need, or computers need, some sort of system to give meaning to these seemingly random ones and zeros. A good example of meaning is, where does one file start and where does it end? Where's the boundaries, right? Because there's nothing in this collection of ones and zeros that says that. So we need something called a file system to do this. So what will, first of all, when humans use computers, we need to name things. We need to be able to categorize things and organize them hierarchically or parallel, or however we may choose to do it. But so this is where the file system comes in and gives us a way to create files and name things. Okay, so here's an example of a file. It's a picture of a cat. Okay, just like all other data on a computer, that cat picture is just ones and zeros. Okay, so if we want to name that, we need some sort of structure that keeps track of what the name of this file is. In this case, it's a cat picture. Where it is on disk, where that boundary is. For instance, it could say the cat picture starts here and ends here. The size of it, and so on and so forth. Other things, permissions and things like that. So that's why we have the concept of a file. A file is just a structure that allows us to give organization to a pattern of ones and zeros, give meaning to them. Okay. Now, if you've used a computer, Windows or any other operating system, you've undoubtedly worked with folders or directories or whatever you call them. Most Windows users know them as folders. And what folders or directories allow you to do is to organize files. An interesting thing that a lot of people don't realize is that a directory, as far as the file system is concerned, a directory is just a file. It's a file that contains other files. So it's a special kind of file, okay? So you can see we've done a little drawing or abstraction of a directory here. So here's our directory, and the directory also has a name, just like a file has a name. So let's say this is directory 1. Inside directory 1, inside that file, we have the data of file 1. So the directory points to a file, the file points to the actual data. See? So one last thing that we'll talk about what a file system is also responsible for doing is, when you want to create a new file or save a new file, the file system is going to determine where on your disk this new file is going to go. And so it's very complex as to how that happens. So we want to try to keep this simple, but one last thing that I'll point out is that a lot of people may not realize is that all of your files, this cat picture, for instance, you may have from here to here is one part of the cat picture. Then you may skip, and this from here to here may be the mom picture, one piece of it, and then from here to here may be another piece of the cat picture. Things on your hard drive are not stored all in order. Contiguously would be the word for that. They're actually placed sort of wherever there's space on the disk, and that's one of the functions of your file system. So anyways, I hope that you've learned a little bit about how file systems work, and if you're interested, there's lots of stuff that you can read to learn more. All right, once again, this is Shamari Feaster, giving you a brief introduction to file systems for FSU's operating systems class, COP 4610, in the fall of 2013. Thanks for listening and happy learning.